Hey guys, Neomis here. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the rumors for Dan-Axel Zagadou being linked from Borussia Dortmund to Arsenal Football Club, as well as Dwight Mcneil, Burnley left winger, being linked to the Arsenal as well. Stay tuned for my thoughts and my views, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, and here we go. So this morning, we see the rumors all over the media, and I know it's not one of the main stories, but I wanted to talk about this guy, Dan-Axel Zagadou. He's a Borussia Dortmund centre-back, really good defender. Now, I have to admit, when I first saw his name, I instantly started to think, Zagadou sounds very familiar to Agadou. And I instantly thought, you know what? Dan Zagadou with a name like that, so close to Agadou, it causes you to think party time. And you know what? He looks such an exciting player. Very similar to actually William Saliba. 6'5", really good on the ball for someone his size. It's really amazing that he has a first touch and has all the necessary qualities that a modern centre-back would want. Obviously his height, he can head the ball pretty well. He didn't get that much games with Dortmund last season, about 24 games, but did manage to score 3 goals. Great tackler, reminded me a lot of a bit of like a Van Dijk type of player in that type of mode. Obviously, he's a lot younger, only 20 years old. So really new, really young player and lots of potential. He actually was at the England under-20 competitions where he went up against England, which France did manage to win it in that game. He put in a pretty solid performance, and it just really shows that Arsenal taking a look at a lot of youth and seeing where they can build for the future. And you know what? Zagadou would actually be a fantastic signing for Arsenal, especially when looking with a lot of the things that's kind of going on around transfers really recently. Now, with everything going in regards to other transfer rumors like William Saliba, Zagadou is very comparable. Now, obviously, we know that William Saliba playing in Liga, in the French league, a lot of players tend to be a lot more cheaper. Now, when you're looking at the price range for the likes of Zagadou, it seems that he's going to be a lot more expensive. From all of my research, that's telling me that he's going to be valued at about £26 million, which is at the top end and is slightly cheaper than the amount that Saint-Etienne are really rumored for William Saliba, who the price has gone from, when I first did my initial video, he's valued at about 10 mil to where I thought maybe 20 mil would be an acceptable amount, and now they're valuing him at 31 mil. And it seems that Arsenal are looking at other options. They're looking at other potential options because there's a chance that we might not be able to get Saliba anymore, especially with the fact that Tottenham Hotspur has been rumored to be looking at William Saliba as well. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, but at the very least, I do think that Saint-Etienne are looking to see what the highest bidder is willing to pay for William Saliba, and what better option to be looking at in that Tottenham, who obviously are in the Champions League. You know, they are thinking about looking for a centre-back, especially if Alderweireld goes, but to be honest, I don't think that they're going to need another centre-back until Alderweireld really goes and they get some type of transfer for him. So still really close call in terms of where Arsenal are going to go. Are they going to go for the likes of Zagadou and Saliba? One thing I will say is that whichever way that we go forward, both of these players are going to be fantastic. The only thing I would say is that I wish we had a lot more money in our transfer budget, and I hope we have a lot more money in our transfer budget, especially with the number of rumors that I talked about in my last video, that we can be able to get both, because I think that both players would improve our defense. I think both players would give us that youth, that vitality. They would give us height. Both players would be the two tallest players at our club, next to Mavropanos, who's at 6'4". So it would be a fantastic signing, and I'd really be looking forward to seeing either these players, whether it being Zagadou or Saliba. But yeah, let's see what the Arsenal could do to be able to work with Dortmund, to be able to either pay like 20 mil and maybe 5 mil in add-ons. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one next week. We are talking about the transfer window for all countries really open, and where a lot of contracts officially end, including like players, and for us sponsorships, and where we'll be going with Adidas. But let's see what all comes part of that. And finally, the rumor this morning about Dwight Mcneil. He's a Burnley left winger, fantastic young player, and had a pretty good season last season at Burnley. At 19 years old, I've been really surprised about this rumor. It comes completely out of nowhere. Dwight Mcneil currently plays for the England under 20s. Didn't get a game, if I recall, for the under 20s, but has played really well for Burnley this past season. Last season at Burnley, Dwight Mcneil managed to play 26 games for Burnley, which is a decent amount, especially for a young player. Managed to score 3 goals and got 5 assists, which is overall, I would say, really good for someone that's played that little amount of games. Looking at some of the other wingers that we have, i.e. Axel Zagadou, who scored 6 goals and managed to get about 9 assists. So we're talking close to about double that. So I would put Mcneil really on the same level as an Iwobi type. The only difference is that he played about half the amount of games that Iwobi managed to play last season. Really good prospect for Arsenal. I think a lot of these rumors are really coming around left wingers, just because of the fact that, you know, again, you have the rumors on Carrasco not being allowed to be let go. You have the likes of Ryan Fraser. It's going to be a difficult one for him, for Arsenal to get him. Then there's the likes of Wilfried Zaha, rumoured with Arsenal once again. That came back up out of the blue. Who knows? Maybe Zaha was a bit of a smoke screen for signings like the likes of Dwight Mcneil here. But a really good, fantastic prospect. Obviously, the ceiling for him to grow and to get better is a lot better. He's a pretty quick player, technically brilliant on the ball. So far, there's rumors that he could also play on the right as well. So maybe that's another reason why Arsenal are looking at the likes of Dwight Mcneil. But overall, 2 really fantastic kind of prospects in Dwight Mcneil and dan-axel Zagadou. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below, or what you think of Dwight Mcneil and dan-axel Zagadou. Do you think that we should be going after these players, or do you think that we should be going after more high-profile signings? I've noticed that the likes of more high-profile signings has diminished, and it looks like we're going for more that prospect range and players who have a lot more to kind of develop. Leave your comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.